Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm happy to have you. Oh my gosh, I forgot to say, what's up, dude? Okay, now hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I don't know why, but I just start all my videos with, what's up, dude? I don't know why. Let's see, I don't think I really have anything new to report. I bought another new pair of Vans, and I forgot to use the coupon that I had, so I think I have to buy another pair so I can save $5, obviously, because why wouldn't I? Other than that, my mom is currently painting our bathroom, so if you hear any noises, it's just her. I think that's all I have to report, honestly. Let's just jump right into today's case. Our case today is about the Setagaya family. Now, I could be pronouncing these names wrong. I forgot to look them up before I started filming. So we have Mikio Miyazawa, who's 44 at the time, his wife Yasuko, who's 41, and their kids Nina, who is 8, and Rai, who is 6. They lived in the neighborhood of Setagaya in Tokyo, Japan. Mikio worked at a London-based marketing firm called Interbrand, and they were actually the company that was responsible for branding the term Wi-Fi, which I thought was kind of cool. Fellow employees at the company described him as the kind of guy that got on well with everyone, definitely not the sort of person to make enemies. Yasuko was a teacher, and she was described as being kind and compassionate and spent a lot of time with their 2 kids. Nina was in 2nd grade. She was just a regular, playful little girl. She was very active in soccer and ballet. Rai had a speech impediment, which caused the family as a whole a decent amount of stress. Even though his parents were seeking professional help for his speech, they were still worried, which, I mean, is very common, I feel like, in families when you have someone that has a little bit of an impairment to be concerned about it. But I thought it was really cool that they were actively trying to get him some help. Mikio and Yasuka moved into their duplex home in 1990. In the other side of the duplex, Yasuko's mom, sister, and brother lived at the time of this story. There was a park right behind the house, and the house was fairly secluded, but it was in a nice neighborhood. There was also a parking lot that was around the house. In the summer of '99, the neighborhood had noticed that some of the animals in the area had been physically tormented. Rumors spread that rodents had been killed, and mostly stray cats in the area had also been tortured. There was reportedly one cat who was missing his tail. Now, this isn't confirmed, of course, it's just rumors from the area. On Christmas Day in '99, Yasuko told her father-in-law about a strange car that had been parking in front of their house. It happened more than once, even though there was that parking lot that I mentioned nearby. Around 6 p.m. on Saturday, December 30th of '99, the family went holiday shopping, but of course it can't be certain which members had gone. Around 7 that night, Yasuko called her mom next door, and Nina went in to watch TV until about 9:30 or so in the evening. Around 10:30, Mikio checked his work email, which was password protected, so that's how we know that it was in fact him that went to check on his email. Around 11:30 that same night, the family had been murdered. The killer came in through an open window in the 2nd floor bathroom at the back of the house. It's suspected that they had climbed a tree outside the window and then popped the screen in and then climbed in through the window. They killed Rai with their bare hands by choking him. Mikio rushed up the stairs after hearing noises coming from Rai's room. Now, there were neighbors that had reportedly stated that they had heard what they thought was an argument happening inside the home. Mikio actually fought the killer and injured him until getting stabbed in the head with a sashimi bocho knife. Again, I forgot to look these words up, so I know that I'm pronouncing them wrong. So this is probably what the neighbors heard and were reporting on. There had been a man walking around the neighborhood that no one knew, wearing a skater boy type outfit, like a crossbody bag, a white shirt, a black button up over top of it, and then baggy black pants, and I believe they also were reported wearing a black bucket hat, so kind of a skater type style. So that's the skater boy outfit. A man who had that same type of description had purchased a sashimi knife from a nearby shopping center on December 29th, and it was the only one sold on that day, so it was very easy to trace. Part of the knife's blade used to stab Mikio had broken off inside his head. Then he went on to attack Yasuko and Nina with that same knife until having to use a Santoko knife from inside the house to kill them. The killer then proceeded to stay in the house for between 2 to 10 hours. It's unclear still. They used the family computer, drank 4 bottles of barley tea, ate a melon and 4 ice creams from their refrigerator, used their toilet and left a poop in there without flushing, so ew. Took care of their injuries, took a nap on the couch in the second floor living room, and then ransacked the house. There was a lot of papers and such thrown around. They took some money, but they didn't take all of it. Like, some was left behind, which is very odd. And weirdly enough, they left behind some of their own personal items, such as a knife, muffler, hip bag, the crossbody bag that I was thinking of, a sweater, jacket, hat, gloves, shoes, and 2 handkerchiefs. The computer was connected to the internet at 1:18 a.m. and then again at 10 a.m., which is about the same time that Yasuko's mom, Haruko, came into the house and found the murders. The killer had also cleaned and taken care of some wounds that he had suffered, so all of that was still in the bathroom. They had used a first aid kit that was also inside the house. Haruko came to check on the family since she couldn't get a hold of them on the phone, which is how they typically communicated. Instead of going back and forth, they would just, of course, call each other on the phone. Now, the reason that she couldn't get a hold of them was because the killer had unplugged the phone line. The police think that the computer usage at 10 a.m. could have been triggered by Haruko accidentally moving the computer mouse. So this is sort of too why they don't know if they were in the house between 2 hours or 10 hours. Investigators found some of the killer's DNA and fingerprints around the house, but none matched anything in their database, so they were able to conclude that they didn't have a criminal record. The police suspect that the killer is about 5.5 feet and has a thin build. The blood didn't match that of the family, so they ruled out a murder-suicide type situation. Nobody has been charged for the murder to this day. In 2019, it was reported that 35 officers are still assigned to this case. Now, in 2015, there were 40 investigators still assigned to the case. So they're still actively trying to figure out what happened, but genuinely, nobody knows. So it was kind of in a weird way the perfect crime. They did it at sort of the right time. I mean, early enough that there wasn't a ton of technology available. Of course, no one had Ring doorbells or anything like that. And they didn't have a criminal record, which was, I mean, I hate to say it, but for the killer, that was incredibly helpful. So they weren't in the database and they couldn't be tracked, basically. I'm sure that's kind of why they left DNA left behind as well, because they knew that they wouldn't pop up in the computer. So that is today's case. I'm really bummed out that they have absolutely no idea who did it, because someone should be responsible for this. But that's all that there is. It's a relatively quick case, but I chose this one since it's Sunday and I just wanted to put out a quick video because I didn't want to wait until Monday. And this case is very interesting. If you guys want more information about it, of course, I have my case sources in the description box down below. Both links are super helpful, so if you just want to read more about it, it's there for you. But other than that, that is our case. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you would like, and subscribe again if you would like. But other than that, for my regular watchers, I will be back tomorrow on Monday with another True Crime Core case for you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.